Here is how you can get to know who you are by listening to your inner voice. What if I told you all the answers you're searching for about yourself are already inside you? The reason you don't know who you are might be because you're ignoring the one thing that holds the key, your inner voice. Our inner voice is the most powerful tool we have, yet most people ignore it. If you don't listen to your inner voice, you're missing out on the most important connection you can have with yourself. By the end of this video, you'll see how your intuition isn't just a whisper, but actually a guide to reconnect with your true self. So let's dive in. Have you ever made a decision that just didn't feel right but went with it anyway? Imagine your emotions like the dashboard lights in your car. You know when the check engine lights come on? It's like your car is telling you, hey, there's something wrong, pay attention. Well, your emotions are like that too. When something doesn't feel right, that's your inner warning light going off, trying to tell you something important. But just like with the car, ignoring it doesn't make the problem go away. It usually makes it worse. Now, let me share with you how you can concretely know when something is truly right for you and when it's time to walk away to get closer to who you truly are. Next time you're about to make a decision, big or small, just hit pause. Close your eyes for a second, take a deep breath and check in with your body. Don't rush it, just breathe and feel. Now, pay attention to what's going on in your body. Are you feeling tension in your shoulders, a tightness in your chest? Maybe your stomach is in knots. That could be your body saying, hey, something is off here. Or maybe you feel relaxed, calm, and even a little excited. That's usually a good sign that you're on the right path. Your body is always giving you clues. It's just a matter of tuning in. For example, if you feel tightness or discomfort, that might be your inner voice saying, this isn't just right for you. Or on the contrary, if you feel lightness or calm, that's often your intuition saying, yes, this feels aligned with who you are. Remember, your body and emotions are constantly communicating with you. The trick is to slow down, listen, and trust the guidance. Over time, this practice will help you get closer to knowing who you are at a deeper level. You'll know when something is truly right for you and when it's time to walk away. And the best part is that it gets you closer to who you really are, without all the confusion and second guessing. When was the last time you spent time alone just listening to your own thoughts? Imagine your mind like a busy radio station. There's always chatter, music and ads, everything competing for your attention. But what if you just turn the station off for a bit? No noise, no distractions. Suddenly you might hear your own thoughts a lot more clearly. That's what happens when you make time for yourself. You quiet the noise around and you get to hear your inner voice. Now, let me share you how you can concretely step away from the noise and create the space to truly hear yourself. You can start by blocking out 15 minutes a day. I know it sounds simple, but it works. Pick a time each day, just 15 minutes, and set it aside to be alone. No phone, no social media, no TV. The goal is to be alone with your thoughts for a little while. For me, I started by taking a walk around the block without any distractions. At first it felt strange, but over time those 15 minutes became a reset button for my mind. Then just find a comfortable space. It doesn't matter where you do it, just find a spot where you can be comfortable and not disturbed. It could be a quiet corner of your house, a park bench, or even in your car if that's where you can get some peace. The idea is to have a place where you can totally relax. Once you're in a quiet space, close your eyes for a few moments and just focus on your breathing. Take a few deep breaths. Let everything else go for now. Now, take a moment to check in with yourself. How are you feeling right now? Are you stressed, peaceful, anxious, excited? Just notice how you feel without trying to change anything. That's the first step into stepping into tuning into your inner world. And finally, listen to your inner voice. Once you have settled in, ask yourself something simple like, how do I feel about where I am in life right now? Or what do I really want at this moment? Don't rush the answers. They may not come immediately, but give yourself some time. As you do this more often, you will start to hear those little insights that help you figure out what really matters to you. And it's in those quiet moments that your true desires start to surface, and that clarity can help you make decisions that feel right for you. Do you remember how carefree, intuitive you were as a child? What happened to that sense of freedom? Think back to when you were a kid and you wanted to do something. Maybe you just ran outside and played, or decided to talk to a stranger without thinking twice. As children, we didn't second guess ourselves. We followed our instinct. It was like we had a direct line to our intuition. But somewhere along the way, we got taught to overthink and worry about every little decision. Now, let me share with you how you can concretely unlock new parts of yourself you didn't even know were there. The first step is to let go of perfectionism. The next time you have to make a decision, let go of that need to make the perfect choice. Just go with what feels right, without trying to predict the outcome of our thinking. When we were kids, we didn't worry about getting everything right, we just acted. So today, give yourself the permission to make a mistake or to choose something that feels fun without needing to be perfect. Let go of the pressure to make the perfect choice. The right decision might not always be the most practical one, but that's okay. The next step is to do something spontaneous. Think of something you've always wanted to try, something a little outside of your comfort zone, and just go for it. Maybe you've been meaning to sign up for a painting class, a dance class, or even a weekend trip by yourself. Your adult brain might talk you out of it, but your inner child would just dive in. Embrace being spontaneous. Let go of the what ifs and just enjoy the moment. If you're feeling a spark of excitement, even if it's a little nerve-wracking, that's a good sign to just trust your instincts. By reconnecting with that childlike intuition, you can unlock more authentic ways of making decisions and embrace freedom that comes with living from the moment. When was the last time you felt completely in tune with yourself and your desires? Think of yourself like a musical instrument, like a guitar or a piano. When it's properly tuned, everything sounds smooth and beautiful, right? But when it's out of tune, nothing feels quite right. You might try to play, but it just sounds off. Being connected to yourself is like tuning that instrument. When you're in tune with your inner self, life flows easily. But when you're disconnected, feels things off. Your decisions, your relationships, and even your goals. Now, let me show you how you can concretely cut through the noise and be focused more on what you truly want. The first step is to reflect on your values. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes each day this week to think about your values. What truly matters to you? Is it freedom, creativity, family, adventure, or stability? Once you know what you care most about, it becomes easier to recognize when decisions align with those values or not. For example, let's say family is one of your core values. If you were considering a job that would require you to move far away, you'd want to check how that decision impacts your connection to family. Does it feel right for you, or does it go against something that deeply matters to you? And the clearer you are on your values, the easier it is to make decisions that reflect them. The next step is to ask yourself some key questions before making big decisions. Whether it's about a job or relationship or how to spend your time, ask yourself, does this choice align with who I want to be? Reflect on how your choices fit your goals, dreams, and personal values. For example, you might be deciding whether to take on a new project at work. Before you say yes, ask yourself if this will help you grow into the direction you want to go. If it supports your goals for work-life balance. If it's in line with the person you want to become. If it doesn't align with your values or your goals, it's okay to say no. The next step is to practice mindfulness. Take a few moments each day to check in with how you're feeling. Are you stressed, excited, at peace, or uncertain? Mindfulness can help you stay grounded and aware of what's going on inside. This practice allows you to recognize if you're making decisions based on your true desires or if you're being influenced by outside forces. For example, let's say you've been feeling anxious about a decision. Instead of pushing it through, take a moment to reflect on it. Maybe your gut is telling you something is off. Instead of ignoring that feeling, acknowledge it. This awareness can help you make choices that feel more aligned with your true self. Coming up next, I'll share with you powerful strategies to trust your intuition and reclaim your personal dreams. But before we continue, I would like to share with you a free resource. I've created a free self-discovery journal filled with prompts and questions to help you reconnect with who you really are. It will help you reflect on your values, your true desires, and help you discover things that might be holding back. It's a really easy way to get started on your self-discovery journey now. You can download it for free by clicking on the link in the description below. Think of your gut feeling like a compass. It doesn't always show you the exact path, but it points you in the right direction. The problem is sometimes we second guess the compass and end up lost or stuck or trying to figure out the perfect route. But if we just follow that compass, We would save so much time and avoid wandering around in circles. I remember when I had to decide whether to move to a new city. My gut was screaming that it was the right choice, but I hesitated. I was so afraid of the unknown, of leaving behind friends, family, and the comfort of the familiar. Should I stay? Should I go? Was I making the right choice? Eventually, I trusted my gut and made the move. Now, looking back, it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. The new city gave me new opportunities I could have never imagined, and most importantly, I learned to trust that feeling inside of me, that quiet but powerful voice telling me to take the leap. If I had ignored it, I would have stayed stuck in my comfort zone, and who knows what I would have missed. Now, let me show you how you can concretely trust yourself more and stop overthinking every choice. The first step in trusting your gut is noticing when those feelings arise. We all experience gut feelings, whether it's a sense of excitement or unease, but we often ignore them because they don't make sense right away. For example, let's say you're considering a new job. Something about the position feels exciting, but you're also scared of the unknown. If you take a moment to tune in, you might realize that deep down your gut is telling you it's a great opportunity, even if your mind is hesitant. It's important to recognize that feeling and let it guide you. The next step is to pay attention to the physical sensations. Our intuition often shows up as physical sensations. Maybe your stomach tightens when something doesn't feel right, or you get a rush of excitement when an opportunity feels aligned. The next time you're faced with a decision, check in with your body. What is it telling you? For example, think of the time you were in a conversation with someone and you felt your heart race. That could be a gut feeling telling you that this person may not have your best interest at heart. On the flip side, when you're with someone who feels like a good fit, notice how your body is at ease, warm and open. Just start small. Don't try to trust your gut with big decisions all at once. You can start small, like deciding whether to go out or stay in, whether to eat something that excites you or just go with the usual. Practicing with small choices will build confidence in your intuition. And the more you listen to these gut feelings, the easier it gets to trust them with bigger, life-changing decisions. Do you ever feel like you just can't hear your inner voice because there's so much noise in your life? Work, deadlines, social media, all those little things that keep your mind racing. Think of it like trying to hear a friend in a crowded room. There's so much going on. Music, people talking, background noise. It's hard to hear them, right? But if you step into a quiet space, suddenly you can hear them loud and clear. Your inner voice is like that friend. It's always there, but you need to clear out the noise to really listen. Now let me show you how you can concretely cut through all the distractions and get back to what really matters. Writing helps clear your mind and make space for deeper thoughts. So write down whatever is on your mind, anything that's been bugging you or any questions you've been asking yourself. Sometimes the answers come when you write it out. You can, for example, take 10 minutes at the end of your day to journal. Ask yourself, how am I feeling? What do I really need right now? What is my gut telling me? Does this feel like the right move? Write whatever comes to your mind, no matter how random it seems. And the more you practice, the more you will start to notice patterns in your thoughts and emotion. And this is where your inner voice starts to emerge. The next step is to make it a regular habit. The more consistent you are with giving yourself those quiet moments, the easier it becomes to hear your inner voice. It's like building a muscle. So you can make this quiet time part of your daily routine. Whether it's in the morning, during your lunch break, or before bed. Have you ever caught yourself thinking about what happened yesterday or stressing about what's coming tomorrow while totally missing out on what's happening right now? What if I told you that being fully in the moment could be the actual key to hearing your inner voice more clearly? Imagine you're tasting a glass of wine, but instead of focusing on the taste, you're checking the label to see if you should like it. You're distracted by all the outside stuff. But if you close your eyes, shut out the noise of the world and focus only on the flavor, now you're really experiencing it, right? That's what it's like when you're truly present in the moment. You're not letting distractions tell you what you feel or think. You're just there in the experience, trusting your own judgment. Now let me show you how you can concretely feel the peace of being where you are without stressing about the past or the future. Take a moment to really see and hear what's around you. Close your eyes and take it all in. Next time you feel distracted or overwhelmed, try focusing on your senses to ground yourself. Notice what you can hear, what you can feel, and what you can see. For example, next time you're at the park or sitting in a cafe, close your eyes for a few seconds. Listen to the sounds around you. Open your eyes and really notice the details, the colors, the movement, the little things you might otherwise miss. This helps to bring you into the present moment and quiet the noise in your head. Or next time you're tasting something, whether it's food or drink, try closing your eyes and just focus on the experience. Don't let any external judgments or expectations get in the way. For example, if you're trying a new dish, close your eyes before taking a bite. Focus on the taste, texture, and how it makes you feel. Don't think about what others might say or what the label says. It's just you, your senses, in the moment. Now, living in the present moment also means not judging your feelings. Just notice how you're feeling without labeling it as good or bad. It's about accepting what's there without adding any extra thoughts or judgments. So, for example, let's say you're feeling anxious about something. Instead of saying, I shouldn't feel this way, just notice it. Okay, you're feeling anxious and leave it at that. You're not trying to fix it. You're just being with it. This not judgmental approach helps you stay grounded in the moment. Now, here is the thing. Even if you're listening to your inner voice, what if it is still being drowned out by the expectations of others? What if your inner voice isn't really yours, but a mix of what society, friends, or family have told you to be? If you're not able to break free from external expectations, then everything we talked about today won't matter. So click on the screen to figure out how to break free from the external pressure so you can live a life that feels true to you and not what others expect of you.